Wah. Oh. Wake up, not wah.
Meh.
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 Thank you for joining us while we're both making really weird noises.
I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. Interesting. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
That's awful.
Very exciting. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say it like that? The gravity. Ugh. Yes. A challenge.
Why is that?
So...
Because you're an idiot, Makoto. Sorry. The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, there was no way in or out till he broke the window. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder.
We locked room murder?
Yes, Makoto, that's what she just said.
I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But but could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Boo.
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches including using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
No.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. Oh, that makes sense. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
There are guns, they're just up high and...
Inaccessible to the students.
Yeah. But still guns.
Still guns. Yes.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seem the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden.
Kitty.
It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. And they just spawned in. Wow. What's these?
I don't know.
This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Yummy. Ah, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper.
Big piece of candy.
Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave her that candy to Sakura.
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. You know, my goodness. She really said, these are mine now. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Aw.
Oh.
Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
I wonder what kind of candy it's actually supposed to be.
Who knows? What's this?
Is that the blood? Nope, shards of glass. Never mind.
There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. And the glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. It'd be weird if it wasn't. Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand.
Look at him.
He has haunts.
He does. I think he's like a knight chess piece, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's...
Because it's the game room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Mm.
Yeah. Those guys.
Oh.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf.
Yeah.
And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how do they get those figures inside the bottles?
Hey, kids, you want to play chess? It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that?
Oh. Yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. Monokuma bottle. Sorry, I lost it. Let me try that again.
Okay.
So this is the Monokuma version of that. Monokuma bottle, if you will. I don't think I will, but you know what? Okay.
Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things, little by little.
Really? It's impressive.
The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? And the shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
Death by bottle. Sorry.
There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died?
I forgot that the blood was pink for a second.
Welcome
And
to
I was
Danganronpa.
like looking for like red. Wow. I've been into this series for, probably over a decade.
Uh-huh. And you forgot.
I forgot.
Shameful. Big fan. Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here, huh? Oh, that's
Noise.
Different. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside, it's a handprint.
Why?
It looks like it's the one that like Yasuhiro got shoved in, so he's like yeah. But wait, wasn't he in like the pool room, not the rec room?
Yeah, when that happened.
Yeah,
This floor, like, opened up after, too.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Although, okay, watch
Or-
it be him accidentally getting stuck in the locker just like normally. What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone touched the inside of a locker, and it left a handprint in the dust. In all of the dust. Bleh.
It's true.
Okay. And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh?
You would have seen them.
Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then... What does the handprint mean?
Means some dumbass got stuck in there. I'm just kidding, I don't know.
Look, our handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I will talk to Byakuya to give you some more time to eat. What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
And you're a prick!
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
Because he's a prick!
Well, that didn't last long.
Byakuya, you're so mean!
There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink. And it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem 2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. Thank you for the hydrate, Nero.
Hi, Oxy!
Welcome on in. I will hydrate with Monster and you can't do anything about it.
Sweet God. Well, he just said sips coffee, so he has coffee.
Yeah, it's not doing much better. But hello, welcome on in.
I have lychee oolong tea. Do I get a pass?
Dwink it.
Mm.
Dwink, dwink, dwink. Don't mock me with the expensive mic.
Too late.
Because, hello, how's it
Hello.
going? It's nice to see you here.
Yes. We're investigating the scene
Mhm.
of the crime.
Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab. Uh-huh.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Why
Something
does
else
that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it.
Now I feel better.
Wow. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
They broke the window and then repaired it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I don't know. Something else broke, maybe. I
the
don't
chair.
actually know. Hello?
The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we probably couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. The protein bottle was probably on the chair, and it fell when they removed it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're smart.
Sometimes. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Except for have a protein drink on it. Anything else to click on other than the people?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem like it.
No. Ah. Oh,
It's around 1 o'clock right now, so she died just an hour ago? Jesus.
yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Yeah, huh. Anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so.
Nope, locker, wrapper, figures, glass.
Let's look at Sakura first and then talk to the girls.
Okay.
Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. Vomited blood. Bleh. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood?
I can think of a few things.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of things.
Yeah.
The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the Truth World section of your handbook.
Wonderful.
Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
Yep.
And you know what? Maybe, like, since the blood got vomited there, obviously, maybe she stumbled and accidentally hit one of those down.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Or maybe intentionally. Who knows? We'll never know. Well, I guess we'll find out when we do the trial.
Yep.
Hina or Kyoko first?
Hina. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them.
We know who it is. It's one of 3 options.
They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Angie. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
How do you know that, Hina? What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Navi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of the handbook.
Yeah.
With the fact that she had asked those 3 to meet with her, and she asked them to come out to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the 3 of them directly.
That's a good idea.
Well, that does explain why, like, we ran into Toko and Yasuhiro on the way to the bathroom.
Yeah, I do.
Ryoko was missing, though. But what else is new? Kyoko first, and then we can bug him again.
Okay. But for Sakura to have been killed...
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, Did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. If it was Byakuya trying to kill her, she would just snap him like a twig.
Oh dear.
He's a skinny rich boy. He's got nothing going for him.
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then, it's true? I had to receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Wow.
Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Wee. That's everything, right?
I think so.
Oh wait, the door itself.
Oh, yeah.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Oops. Clicked a little too fast.
It's okay.
The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism that was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning, and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside.
Yeah. Good
Rec
job.
room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so. For the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
She's decided.
Yes, she has.
She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. Bush is right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Leave the area? Yes. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Got teleported. Can I say hi to the fish?
Priorities, man.
Yeah. I need to get more info. For the fish.
Not involving the fish.
For
I
the
am sorry.
fish. I pressed the doorbell.
Ding dong.
And after a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, actually. I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Oh boy.
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you?
Sir.
But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Tokuro to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well... when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But... didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest. This is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look
I
at
haven't
me.
seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? No, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro is feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Ah, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With, with a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket.
Oh my god.
Huh? Oh.
I knew those were gonna come up. Oh my gosh.
Ah. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
But Hino is hoarding them.
It's a candy wrapper,
It's a
Catman.
candy wrapper. Yeah.
Trash. Anyway, I kept an eye that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I don't doubt that you want candy, Catman. Toko's room is here.
There it is.
I pressed on the doorbell. What are the odds?
Are the odds? Oh my god.
I have
Oh my
to tell
goodness.
Spooky as soon
Yes.
as he's further in. Hi. I want you to know that, like, we rang the doorbell in the game, and then you proceeded to open the door.
The timing was impeccable. Could not have done it better myself. Completely amazing. Wonderful.
Yes. Okay.
Ding dong.
And after a few seconds...
Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh, of course.
Who's there?
Well, less work for you. Nah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Oh.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
This isn't Genocide Jack.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Because of the candy. She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Is there ever a good time for Toko?
Good point.
Just wondering.
Sound. I'm obviously annoyed. Toko slithered out into the hall.
Why is she slithering?
What do you want?
It's just how she is. Whatever. Well, what do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Reaction.
Me.
I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me that she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? Goshujin-sama? You know I gotta. No, I just said 2, didn't I? Yes, you did. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Thank you for the clip, Catman.
God bless. Thank you, Catman.
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. What? I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but... Can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room.
You just retreat. Goodbye. You're welcome.
Tokozuka has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Man, none of these people who are left know how to have a poker face.
Nope.
It's special.
The only one that knew for a fact to how to have a poker face is dead now, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that... Maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room.
I'm helping. Don't worry about it.
No, I have to explain because they can't see what just happened. If Michi accidentally touched me and then proceed to start petting my arm.
There was some space invasion that happened. It was very special. Because we're sitting next to each other, and I actually bumped into Sakyu, and then just...
Yep.
Hello! I'm helpful. Okay.
I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab.
That was an accident. I'm sorry.
Catman, no.
No. Sorry, I'm gay.
So, where should I start? Say hi to the fishies,
Okay.
please.
We're
let us-
investigating. It's
Yeah.
important. We're fin-investigating because they're fish.
Stop.
No, never.
Yay. Fishies.
Fishies!
It's a fish tank. There's a bunch of little fish swimming around inside.
Little fish.
I can't imagine how this could have anything to do with the case.
Guess what? It doesn't. But you get to look at them anyway.
Mm-hmm. Little
We
boost of
care about your
serotonin.
we care about your mental health, Makoto. Damn it.
Yes. Welcome on in, Spooky. I never guessed that you would join the chat.
Whoa. That's my favorite. It's
Yes, a wild skull look
having a
has
good time.
appeared.
Yes. There him is.
Running into the walls.
Makoto, you really should get checked out after those head injuries. Listen.
It's okay, maybe. I don't know if I can teleport, but I proceed to not.
Oh yeah, you can, huh?
Yep, it's okay. I like walking.
It's colorful. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's exciting. And hello, Uenigiri. We actually saw you at the store. There's a bunch of nigiri. This is the wrong way.
Sure.
Listen, it's not my fault that the floor layout is a little bit of a maze. Where is the things? I don't remember. Music.
What are you looking for?
The chem lab. Not here.
Not here. The color of the hallway is all like gray.
So down here. Oh, here it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You want a nigiri and cat me lots of candy. Amazing. Hello? Why did you spawn in here?
Sir? Where did you come from? Why are you here?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir.
I will
understand.
kick in your kneecaps. Shut up, Byakuya. Oh.
This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is.
The pigeon.
That's what she said. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that spilled in front of the shelf?
Drugs.
Could be. Could actually be.
Yeah.
I have to be careful not to step in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like an active crime scene, so yeah, maybe don't step in it, Makoto.
Well, this shelf is
Fizzing.
C.
Pigeon.
Well, look, I can tell there's nothing but dangerous chemicals.
Meow.
These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. otherwise labeled with a C.
Ugh.
Catman, no, do not taste the powder to see what it is.
Don't step in it, but please do take a taste to see what it is. Yes, yes, lick the powder.
You would taste it? I'm sure you would.
Yes.
So, on this shelf is... not bees. Sad.
Poison.
It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are.
I would sniff it because I sniff things. Thank you, Nigiri.
Thank you for sharing with
Good.
the class.
Watch it be like turmeric
Oh dear.
because it's yellow.
It could be.
I don't know. Burmeric. Okay, gotta stop. We're in the B section though. It's what you get.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction.
B agents, you say?
How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
How have you been a prick for this long? Bitch.
Stick up his ass.
Stick up his ass.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser. Which, I suppose, suits you well. I didn't even say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf.
Yes. Focus.
All the containers on the shelf were labeled with the letter B.
B.
And a number.
I'm helping.
So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section B.
He's chosen the bees. You can't give me something and let me run with it, because then I'll just do this. Oh. Bees? Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying, Catman. I was a little concerned. But... Bees? Yes.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf.
That's okay. Keep it to your shelf.
Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf,
Why is there a poison on there?
as a treat.
As a treat.
All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait, there's more! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections.
Did you already say that? My
It's
God.
going over a rundown.
Okay.
Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sucker must have gotten their protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there's a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? Okay.
Mysterious.
There's definitely something going on here, on there.
You think?
Chem Lab Shelf has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Yeah.
Let's look at this broken bottle. Damn, people not putting things away properly. Yeah. Shameful. There's a broken bottle in front of this shelf. Is this where all the powder came from?
It's C4. It's explosive. That's not how that works.
No. It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting?
No.
I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out. And at that point, this room wasn't like this. On a side note, I'm 100% gonna make Nigiri smell the shoe someday.
Wow.
You have fun with that, Catman. Keep us updated.
Please do.
And this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Foot points.
Footprints.
These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
What the fuck, Byakuya?
By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer.
You brick.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Of course.
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
I'm gonna chop your kneecaps, let me tell you! Shut the fuck up! God!
Okay. So I got to work, and before long I had drawn up a sketch of the room.
Oh!
So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
Oh my god!
For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf.
Business.
They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours? No!
What?
Okay. Well, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. And I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Interesting. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately.
What is wrong with you?
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then, these prints are a really valuable clue. What about the rest of the powder? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder.
He just stares at it as hard as he can. He's doing his best.
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the front of the yellow shelf. Or I read that wrong.
Scattered on the floor in front of the shelf.
There we go.
Yes. I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. I'm here for you. It's okay.
Man.
Sniff.
They're
What's it
also-
smell like? Death.
There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled with Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder.
Good job.
Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe we should take another look around the rec room. Okay. Howdy.
Bitch. Tall ass prick little motherfucker little bitch.
Oh boy. Yeah, those are the stairs. I hate this floor in particular.
Yeah. Not your friend.
No, it's very confusing for no good reason.
Oh.
It's because the mastermind planned it that way.
Huh.
I don't know.
Hey,
Hello. So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
You know, it's going. Told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't get to go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Oh yeah, like Hiro and Toko. The most obvious little fuckers.
Mm-hmm. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. We appreciate you, Nigiri. Thank you. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time.
I guess. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? You will find out someday. Oh boy.
Yes, it's a bottle, Makoto. Oh my god. he's like, it must have been a bottle, because there's a top and a bottom of a bottle right here.
So this has originally been a bottle. And on top of that, near the glass, it's a Monokuma figure that fits in the palm of my hand.
I would like to have one. He's just a little guy.
I think Yoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out?
Barely gave me any time to think, woman.
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it.
Chess pieces.
Chess pieces?
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
Use your noodle, Makoto!
Your noodle, I don't think that's what he needs to use right now.
It's your head, your brain.
It's awesome, dude.
Don't. I will smack you for real.
Not chest pieces, chess.
Chess! Like
Two S.
the game.
I
I believe you've watched us play chess before.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
so
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Chex pieces? Ooh, that sounds good. I like Chex Mix. Yes. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
And that's not just because you don't trust me, right?
Dots.
Oh,
She just
okay.
stares at him. Oh my god.
No answer?
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree.
Makoto.
Monokuma bottle has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
Are we gonna break one?
Yeah.
An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
With that, Kyoko left the room. Wait, left the room, but she's on guard duty. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces.
There was a broom and dustpan? Glass. That was actually a pretty good glass sweeping noise. I'm impressed.
And just as I finished up,
Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. I love when she makes that face. It's so funny.
so, what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Interesting. Compare the weights. Of what? The
Your
Monokuma-
brain! Your brain and a rock. I'm sorry. I don't hate Makoto, but he's so easy to bully. He just walks right into him. He's like, what? And it's like, sir, you are just a little guy. It's okay, just listen to the hot detective and everything will be fine. Oh. Okay. The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
Wait and see. That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. Ooh. Very good.
It's balanced.
Wonderful.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense, except for a dozen the chess pieces are different sizes. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight, except for the chess pieces being different pieces.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. I mean, if you... Oh, yeah.
Huh?
He put him in a little bag.
Yeah.
So cute. But smart. See, he's not dumb all the time.
Just most of the time.
Oh.
The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What? It's a fake bottle. No. Do you remember to zero out the bag? No, but I don't think the bag would add that much
That's
weight.
like, what, 0.01 ounces?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you.
Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Yeah, I think it's the Monokuma figure, not the bottle. There's something special about the night one, right?
I don't remember.
You don't remember either.
According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
thoughts.
whew,
There's no getting around it.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional.
I used the ticket. Yes.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to.
Don't say it like that, Makoto. Please.
Although, there are still some times.
Oh my god.
I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
Oh, the frame.
it's true.
That's totally normal.
Then, how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Excuse me? Ma'am? Oh,
What? She freaky, dear.
oh, she freaky. No. Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Powder.
Mm.
Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Mustard.
Mustard. Oh boy.
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
I know there was something. Yes. Yes. Mustard. Thank you. Excellent. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
Counting.
Hello? Count.
2
Fire.
blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. What else did Kyoko set to investigate again? There was another thing. Maybe this? Maybe not. I'll talk to her again and find out.
In other words,
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. I almost said inclusion, and I'm like, that's not it.
Close enough.
So, what do you think? It's all on you.
The experiment showed that the pieces of glass on the floor were heavier than an intact Monokuma bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's
Yeah. I think it's the figure, right? The bottles. The bottles. I lost it. Hold on.
And the bottles all have something in common.
A Monokuma inside.
Mm-hmm. There's apparently an important secret hidden there.
What?
Oh, let's look at this again.
Uh-huh.
so
Rolling
Oh,
around.
okay.
It looks like a protein drink. And it's empty. I almost said protein dink. Dink! Dink my
Close
waiter.
enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
Sakura wants to drink it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Oh, yeah. But you see what's scattered around the can. Can you see, Makoto?
It's shards of light blue glass. It must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
So
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it.
This is exactly how this went the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, we're a little too distracted, I guess. I guess talk to Hina one more time, maybe?
I guess.
No.
Oh, I think this is the same conversation. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we need to recheck again?
Yeah, that's the can.
Here's a little recap. Maybe Sakura's body again?
Maybe?
The new clue is that Sakura's body revealed.
Yeah, try that.
First was the yellow powder stuck to the instep of her shoe.
Oh boy, mustard! And then there's the wound on her head. Whee. It's now clear that she suffered 2 blows to the head. And
indeed,
both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
right.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I mean, I wish she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. Oh, but okay, that was the same.
I think so. That one I wasn't sure.
Did we look at this yet?
I'm sorry, it was the oh boy. That's what got me. I'm so sorry.
Well, anyways.
Sometimes life involves little guys that you receive in the game that you play.
Just exit.
I would have checked like the bottles on the shelf again, but
It wouldn't have let us leave the room. But what else to do?
I don't know. Here, do you want me to look it up?
Sure.
What are you supposed to do after this? That is our question. Okay, no, we've already done that. Okay, hold on. Chemical cabinet, dining hall, speak with. Wait. Exam. No, wait, we did that free time. Okay. Okay. So in the rec room, you examine all those things. Speak with Aoi. Go to the dorms hallway. Okay, you do that. Chem lab. You did that. Okay, so speak with Kyoko. Examine glass bottles, dead body, and magazine stand.
Oh, okay, so we didn't examine the magazine stand.
That's right, we didn't.
I'm
yeah.
surprised it let us leave then.
Yeah.
Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? Miss Muscle appears.
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages, near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be... a dying message?
Oh no.
correct.
Then it would appear you found it.
Wait, Sakura's hands were sparkling clean.
Yeah.
Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Okay, who washed their hands recently?
a dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down.
Thank you for clarifying.
It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I will forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure.
Okay.
No, Ina. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. Her hands are clean. They're still clean.
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy, if
Yeah.
anything. It makes me that much more suspicious.
Nothing has ever been that obvious
Yeah.
in this whole game.
The magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh,
Ding dong beep bong.
that was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Monokuma.
Wow.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping.
Ah.
Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
Was I in the way?
No clue, Monokuma.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Red door.
See you soon.
For fuck's sake.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Dun,
He's
dun,
getting
dun.
his character development. I'm so proud.
He's growing.
He's growing.
It's getting so big.
But he will still be just a little guy.
Forever. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then...
There he is. The ultimate martial artist! the emote. Oh my god.
Alright.
A locked room murder mystery!
Winky face.
Winky face.
what?
What the?
How are you saying that out loud?
Oh. just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. How are you doing that with your mouth? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD.
This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Sad face.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
Hero, you're too easily. That's one of my favorites. Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. We'll dance. You do a little dance. That's what I want to know. What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
It's okay.
The worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Just confused because Monokuma.
Monokuma is indeed right.
Yes.
Emoticons
Yeah.
do change everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be mean.
But, I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us?
Don't look at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me.
For some reason,
Uh-huh.
I believe him. He's too dumb. He's too dumb to kill anyone.
He's been blamed before. He'll be blamed again.
Yeah, that's true. Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, how? How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
But two of them are.
Hey. Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. Elevator. Oh, that too.
Any chance for Monokuma coins here? I don't think so, but
I don't
worth
think
a
so.
try.
Mm.
It was worth a try. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out.
Don't rot.
No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed in our steel prison in total silence.
Still prison. Still prison.
We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent.
Sinister.
The elevator's so much emptier, man.
It is. It's really weird.
The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always,
Ding.
the ride was over. The doors opened once again.
Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
That's so few. You must be so lonely.
You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then. Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
I like that no one addresses the changed scenery between each time except for the first time it happened.
Yeah. They're all just used to it by now. They're like, whatever.
And so, liquored and opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal.
I'm gonna hold
Do you ever get tired of saying this, Makoto? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith,
Hey,
a
baby.
deadly class trial.
Hey, baby. I know you.
Save the data? Yeah, let's save the data.
Yeah.
Can't save anything else here. Set skills.
Oh, yeah.
Cool and composed.
Ooh.
Steady's your aim. I think that's the only skill we actually got, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Excuse me.
Oh well. Here we go.
All rise. Court is now in session.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
In case you forgot.
So, your
What?
votes will determine the result.
It's the same every time, Monokuma.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Yeah, the IGN guide. That's what I used when I first played this in 2017.
It's very
then
straightforward.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
Somewhere.
We already know who did it.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. They weren't there when you guys walked into the room. Okay.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That one? Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
So they let you go. I'm sorry. It's in my head forever.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? No.
I think Kuro is on the side of the father, and you're gonna have car crash.
Okay.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's wrong.
We got to the pocket trash.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
A lot.
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Yeah.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation. information?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, I got it from her, but look, she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason why I know that is because Hiro got the candy from
When
Sa-
Sakura got that
Yeah.
candy.
I got it!
Yeah, because Hina mentioned it,
I'm not
right?
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was...
Just come clean, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
No, but
No
why
one
were you
said they
trying to
did.
hide it?
By the sudden hostility.
Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
Did you get shoved in a locker again, Hiro? I'm sorry, I'm so mean. It's just funny.
Incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but
you all are.
you're
Calm down.
deflecting.
Yeah.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
This is the magazine.
This is the magazine.
With proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Hello.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
How did you know that, dude?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's
Oh.
true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was in...
It was on the magazine shelf.
Yeah.
She said she put it back. Yeah.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
Where the magazines
That's
go.
right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No. No. There's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Here we go.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was
I know.
discovered.
I'm in the way. Yeah, observe that.
And I
Perfect.
can tell you when I
We'll
found the
use
dying
it
message,
on magazine shelf.
it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Wait. Absorb bullet when Oka's body was discovered. Answer magazine shelf. Final strike. Kyoko's examination summary. Hold on. Let's watch it as a
I
loop
can
and
tell
then
you
see what happens.
exactly when I
Yeah.
found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Maybe it's supposed to be the other message of Kyoko about, like, after the investigation started.
Yeah.
I can
Or-
tell
Try
you
that, maybe.
exactly when I found
Wait, no,
the
that doesn't make
dying
much sense
message.
either.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Because
And
that's...
I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. Oh, when I pulled it out,
Maybe
I saw her
I'll try
final
the other
words.
way around first.
Okay, okay.
Problem. What I said makes total sense.
Or does that make sense to do it that way? I don't think any of this makes sense.
The guide must be. Word/phrase. Okay, type it says a word bullet. Word/phrase to shoot when Ogre's body was discovered. Answer magazine shelf.
Yeah, I definitely did that without flaw the first time, so...
Ooh. Yeah.
Let's try the other way around.
Yeah,
we
it
have
might
both.
be. It might be.
Exactly
Yeah.
when I found the dying message.
Yeah.
Like, it still doesn't make sense, but...
Oh,
Okay.
it was that.
Well,
Oh, it's a counter. Right.
When Sakura's
Interesting.
body was
It is the
found,
other way
that magazine was
Oh, well.
sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found
Shining
it
message. What is this,
after we
JoJo?
begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
because he could have falsified the evidence.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Why did he call it a Vienna sausage?
I have no clue. I can't help explain that one.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's a special one.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Thank you, Hina.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Thank you.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Her hands were clean.
The hands were clean.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
You sure about that, buddy?
Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Here we go again. The moment of truth.
Oh, it's this
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Come on.
The occult
Oh,
is
I'm out of
bullcrap.
bullets.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right.
Why am I struggling with this?
Bullcrap. Give it a rest. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you.
God. That was rough.
Show me the proof.
It was only a bullet.
Okay, good. Whew, that was rough.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was up with
Completely
that.
unconvinced that
either.
Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
You hear the crinkles. You hear the crinkles. Hey, boo, thank you.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Oh yeah, the minigame journal does seem like BS, because it is.
Yeah.
It's a rhythm game, and I've gotten like pretty much perfect score before on it, so like I really don't know what happened that time.
I don't know why.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Why though, dude?
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Bruh.
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Honestly, if you think about it, you would have thought he would have learned from the note that he got before from Celeste.
Yeah. Not so much.
Oh well.
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
No, oh, sure, thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Oh no.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Lovely.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right?
Nope.
We know who did it.
No, we don't.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The locker, and also the locked door.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is that hero?
Why the magazine was hidden.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Yeah.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Or Sakura wasn't actually dead and she just put it back herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Don't try to blame Toko. Though I guess it could be your fault still.
Yeah.
Someone who wouldn't like would have been rude. There's only one choice. Toko.
Toko. Yeah.
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Can you imagine if Raka hit it? But
Oh my god.
there when the door, like, I don't know. Out of everyone that said that they didn't meet Sakura, he's the only one that actually is believable to not have gone.
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter.
No.
just admitted it.
Because it's stupid.
That's right. I killed her.
Don't gaslight yourself.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
Look at
I
these
don't really
moons.
see why, but
Look at these moons.
okay.
Hello.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. There you go again.
Hello.
To what?
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
She was hit twice.
That was a treat.
If Sakura
Not a
died
treat
from
in this
Hiro's
case.
single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right.
Counting.
2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
I wouldn't call that a hobby, sir, but you know.
No.
But I only hit her once.
She could have been a
She had
medical
2
student,
wounds.
okay?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Do they?
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
I like that everyone already knows what a Monokuma bottle is. Like, that
Yeah.
didn't get explained to everyone else.
I guess not. Unless it
Not
was like
just
in like
because
the
of her
case
head
file and they all read it and they're like,
Also
oh,
because of the
okay.
Monokuma
It wasn't,
bottles
though.
themselves.
No.
The case file first.
Oh, right. Whoops.
Oh well.
Oh well.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you
Bottles are
understand
sus.
that point,
Oh
you'll
boy.
understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Sir, no quality, please.
I was worried that was gonna happen when you started like petting him as he was like around your feet, because he does that to me. I'm sorry he attacked you.
He kind of started using the chair and he got me like right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir. It wasn't very.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chest piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Someone ate a piece.
No.
They ate the Monokuma statue as a treat.
No. But you were right because you were like, hey, there's more chess pieces than that. Yeah.
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
On the floor. It's freaking chess pieces, okay, Makoto?
So the correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be... Oh boy. No.
Man's Gambit.
What, chess? Whatever.
Chess piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was close. E.
Does it have to be in order?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
E. Oh. Ah.
P.
come back.
There it is.
Now I understand.
I think that's the fastest I've ever done that.
Good job.
That's it. The chess pieces.
Yeah, bro.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
The king and queen are
That was
missing.
inside the broken
Wild.
bottle we found
Convenient.
was
Mm.
the knight, if I remember.
Yes, the haunts.
So,
It's very
what's
cute.
that matter?
Yeah, he's just doing cat things.
Yes, very
I
much.
guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Oh my gosh, Kyoko, really?
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
More than you would like.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Wow!
That doesn't have anything to do with
They're
anything.
different games, dude!
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
She found herself agreeing.
Let's say a
Can't.
bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe
Oh, whoops. Maybe then you'll understand. Wait, the bottle is
He was
missing.
excited! It's broken, right?
I got it!
Someone ate, you're right, someone ate the other piece as a treat. Screaming.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Like the glass pieces.
He was in a state of despair.
Ha 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 ha. Thank you.
That's right. We found evidence that
Broken.
shows there was more than just
No,
one
that's
broken
bad.
bottle at
No.
the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is the
The
bottle
shards
experiment.
were heavier because there
Yeah.
was more than one bottle.
I got it!
Mhm.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a
That
little
makes more
experiment.
sense.
That's
Whatever
okay.
I said earlier was not it.
It's okay.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Oh yeah.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more
Gravity.
than one
Hello?
bottle's worth of
Okay.
shattered glass.
Tune's like, I can see.
so. From this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Look at this being cut. There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. That's been used by Sakura's second attacker. Which one?
I think it's the second attacker. Yeah.
I got it!
I didn't want to get it wrong
The bottle
because I
that was
have to
removed
rebuild
from the
health.
scene was
You're good.
used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her!
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sure of it!
The way his voice cracks on you killed her is so much. Heroes out here doing the most.
Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
I agree, Valkia.
Right after I got Ogre's note, I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Okay.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Oh, maybe she was in the
Shock
locker.
of thinking I
Yes.
killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
For once, I agree a little bit.
Where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Yes.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that Toko was hiding in the rec room. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Why?
Another one?
I'd like to hear more. Yes, please. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. Yeah.
I guess?
But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. I don't wanna. Then you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. No.
It's coup de grace.
Eh. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the Q key or use the mouse wheel. I'll select the debate. If your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But why do I have to choose which ones?
Ugh.
But for educational purposes, we're gonna pretend you're set to mean regard. Huh? Just this once, okay? Why?
Nothing!
Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Why? Well then, good luck and have fun. Set to mean just this once. This game is so mean.
Moment of truth.
Okay, which one is it? Please find out.
It's,
It's a lie.
Truth bullet is...
Nothing.
Wait, final strike is locker handprints.
Okay.
Which... Yeah.
No, no, no! This is enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! This is enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you.
And which one?
Locker handprint.
Eh.
This should prove it.
Freaking hell.
That is rough. Like, that's two different buttons at the
Did you
same
know
time.
someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Oh boy.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Oh! She listens!
She just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Yeah.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name.
I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines.
Yeah, that checks out.
Choco.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean?
Oh, I see. Oh, because there was blood, so she freaked out. And okay, I see. There she is.
It was your fault after all.
No, she has a way with her murders. Come on.
Yeah.
Fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Ah, there
Just
she is.
Answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yup.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. Well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
You do you, boo.
Exactly.
Go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Too late.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
True.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Uh-huh. So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Oh boy. No, we still have more evidence to go over.
Not quite yet.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
I don't think covering your mic will really block out the siren sounds.
No, I know.
It's cute that you're trying.
I am trying.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Oh, there she is.
Not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is. What does it say to do?
What? Which one is this? Oh. It's gonna be status of Sakura's body and to in front of the shelf.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
Oh dear.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Great.
No, that's wrong.
Here we go.
found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. What does? What is it?
Let me see the options.
Evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Oh, it's just gonna be all of them.
Magazine shelf bloodstain. Right? It's up. Yeah, that one.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Yeah.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason why there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because... I saw it for myself.
Yeah.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room,
That's right, it was already open.
Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Would we really be missing something so important? Yes. And there's another possible explanation. Maybe it's...
So it's gonna be Monokuma found number 4 in response to the shot to her head.
Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
That's my girl.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Oh boy.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Obviously it is, you know.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course you can.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone, quiet! Shut up even listen to Master!
Oh boy.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Hiding in the chem lab. Secret.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well,
Yeah, he just went back to his room.
yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that...
The poison.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison vodka just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. Section
Section
A.
A. Yeah.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Yes.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
His first complaint is about the taste. Okay, dude.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can
Yeah.
I see that bottle for a second?
God, he's chugging protein powder is equally as
Yeah.
upsetting. Oh.
Sure, do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, poison must have been in... Could it be?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. No,
It's gonna be protein drink.
makes sense.
Void.
P.
P.
P for piss.
No. P is for protein.
Why are you making a weird voice?
I don't know.
P.
Is it helping?
No.
R. No.
Give me the taters.
It says no. Dink. Protein dink. We do the Muppet. You know it.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
There's also a freaking ton of powder all over the floor in the chem lab, but you know.
Yeah.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had
I
to
wish
do
I
was
lived in a
hand her
world that
something
was
there
as
at the scene,
simple as
and she was
Yasuhiro's
happy to
brain.
drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. A
Protein
protein
drink.
drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
The live back at the scene with the crime.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
The Feedy Prince.
Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Oh, so cute.
This is born before.
Yes.
The evidence has to be the footprints in the
Yes.
powder.
I
Yes.
got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
Fast-acting poison.
Yeah.
What's more,
Yeah, huh.
the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Huh?
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Monokuma in the back just.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
Wow.
Don't draw
Footprints were
any
made by a
conclusions
pair
quite
of
yet,
sneakers.
Spooky.
There was no mistaking
It's not
it.
the end of the trial yet.
Nope. We got some more plot twists for you.
And the only
Hello,
people
say
here
hi to
who
me.
wear sneakers are...
Really? Your basis is sneakers?
Sneakers?
Sneakers? Oh, the only people wearing sneakers here are...
Makoto and Hina.
that's what he suspected.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Hina are the only ones.
Because of course there's still more. Yeah, exactly.
So
It's Danganronpa.
that explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto. Are they yours? No. Okay. Well, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Why are you paying attention to everyone's feet so much?
He's judging them based on their shoes because rich people wear nice shoes.
I'll say, though, I only started noticing people's shoes after working at a shoe store.
That's fair.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial
Isn't
began.
Yasuhiro like barefoot? No, he has sandals or something.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
Can we revisit something that Yasuhiro said, that Sakura said, though?
What?
About how she's gonna end it?
Yeah, that's true.
Hina used that trust to kill her.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we
She
will.
deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Sad thoughts.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
Maybe that's how you think the Akira. Not
You
how
say
everyone else
that,
thinks.
but I'm still not convinced.
Thank you, Kyoko.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Wow. Thank you, Spooky.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina,
Yeah.
if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well,
For once, we have a trial where everyone is jumping to be the killer. Wild, ain't it?
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Hi.
Surely you're
Hi,
not.
Julian.
Do you honestly think Hina
That's my
didn't
hubris.
actually kill her?
I'm glad you
And
agree.
if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
But it does.
Yeah.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Oh, nice.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Dang, Byakuya, calm down.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah.
Oh.
When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf.
Oh.
And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Dakota, please just get to your point.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Here we go. What bullet?
It's gonna be from section C to section A. And against the footprints in the powder.
Okay.
Or
So footprints in the powder.
footprints in the powder too. Yeah, my bad.
First
We're
I went to
far
section
down.
C.
I don't have this the little headers
When I
anymore.
grabbed the poison.
The busy.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
That one.
to section A.
Surprised there wasn't any white noise.
Me too. Oh,
I purposely dropped something.
okay.
You said you went to
Is
get
that
the
purposely?
poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
Hey, man.
But the footprints left at the
friendly
scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
You are so funny.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you taking this personally, Byakuya?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
dude.
After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It's hidden inside the
Bruh.
bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Imagine if we swallowed
Wow.
that instead.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
But I don't got it either.
Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
A shard of light blue glass. Kyoko found a bottle of poison.
The rec room window. Yeah. Yeah.
God! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. According to what Hina told us.
Section A of the shelf.
I got it!
Yeah,
The
that's
bottle
right.
of
she
poison
did
was
say
left
that.
on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll
Can't
grant you,
keep
the
up.
bottle of
Oh,
poison may
no.
well have been in the rec room when it was locked.
Okay.
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh dear. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. Proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. It was on top of the glass.
Yeah. Truthful, is gonna be empty protein room.
Okay.
The rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked,
This one?
it absolutely was not in there.
So you're
Was
saying
that it though?
someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there
the rec room was
before
unlocked.
the
Is that
rec
one?
room was unlocked!
Yeah. Fuck. Well, lost 15 seconds and missed. Damn
Right.
it.
When it comes to
It's
that
okay.
protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked,
Yeah, it's
it
not that one.
absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the...
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Yeah. Vacuum really staked his entire personality on figuring out the case. He sure did. Like, dang, dude.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it, knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Now he's being nice.
Now he's recovering. All right.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room had to have been...
Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yep.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Sorry, Genocide Jill, you're a little too into murder.
On the contrary,
to think about it.
We know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Why would you lie like that, Hina?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. I have to get Hina to admit that.
Ah, this is a rhythm game. Your final strike is gonna be yellow powder.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, it's only that. Or never mind.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong.
Do you want me to first have to reload?
I'm telling you,
Sure,
I did
but you have to do it on
Stop
timing.
talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
I am right-clicking.
You're wrong!
Okay, I think my mouse is fucking up. That's what's happening.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar!
We can't go...
Really?
Yeah. We can only do one thing or the other.
You're wrong!
Really?
Yeah,
What'd you
really.
say?
I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! Do you have any kind of proof
Yellow
Sakura
powder.
took the poison?
Fuck.
Yellow powder.
I hate you!
I hate this too. I hate this stupid fucking game.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Oh yeah, it was on her foot.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
The mustard.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my
I
thinking?
feel like this is the most times I've heard someone talk about an instep in like forever.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get the poison.
The only
Yeah.
explanation is that she was looking
Looking for
for poison.
poison.
After all, that's all that section contained.
Not the poison for Kuzco, though.
No.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. Connection between Sakura and the poison. Unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
You gotta select Sakura, obviously. Yeah, right there.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Glad someone here knows the word Jesus.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Okay.
Do you believe you can fly?
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to
I
believe
have
it.
said people's shoes for years in a row and have literally never heard the word and stuff this often.
But when you really
Fair.
think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Besides, of course, she wanted to create the locked room.
Yeah.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
No cheeky legs. Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yeah.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed? I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
That's...
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
Huh.
We have to end this properly.
No.
Oh.
With a comic book session.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Raphael?
Yeah.
No, that is nice.
Is Toko in the locker? Yeah, I think that
Word.
one. Uh-huh. Broken bottle with the nitrous piece. Yeah.
And then...
Oh, the name magazine writing. Yeah, that.
Looks like it's running away.
He's goofy.
Okay, peeking out.
Yeah. Upside down magazine, yeah. Yeah, she comes to Genocide Jack, and then welcome bottle with the green chess piece. Yeah, that one. Yeah. It says it's Sakura's hand holding the bottle.
Well, this one, right?
That's not her hand. It's the...
Well, that's the culprit, so that's technically the same difference, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, this is her drinking.
Yeah, and that's the same one as that. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
It says poison bottle in someone's bag.
Or maybe that's what that one was.
Oh, there's another one of her holding it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, go back to the other one. Like, in the strip. Like, yeah. So that one, put back. Go down. It's that
this
one.
one.
Yeah.
Too many fucking things.
Yeah. And then this one is gonna be the poison.
And then that one.
And then the protein bottle in someone's bag. Yeah.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
So Byakuya looks so goofy in this style.
Yeah.
Just anime villain TM.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toka. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toka. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head
yeah, she just
and fainted.
Faints.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards.
We're running away. Oh no!
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Oh yeah.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it
I'm
with
sorry,
an
just
empty
like Jack in the
protein
background. Just
Yeah.
goodness.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
So dramatic.
was you,
Yeah.
Gina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
He still can't believe it.
Odo, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Thank you, Kyoko.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Still not addressing what Yasuhiro said that Sakura said, though.
Yeah, I know.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
For once in his life, he's become stressed.
A, C, A. Lots of A's.
Yeah.
And then C's in the bullshit parts.
Yeah. Still got an A overall. Look at all those medals.
Could have been more, though.
I know.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
It's sad because there's no one to execute.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bees.
Stop.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Sorry, just that voice line with this. Oh.
Okay, we're done here.
What did you
So
say?
that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
You know, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
Don't be mean.
What is this?
Because... That's exactly what I wanted!
Okay. What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean... You were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. I mean, like, technically, like, the mastermind did, but... Okay. We all have to pay for our crimes.
If we're serious, that's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Despair. Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
That's...
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her, and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she has to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Dots. But listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
No.
Aww. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that?
Kyoto?
Kyoto. I think you mean Kyoko. You would be a very good Kyoko. Yes.
I hate that you interrupted because I was gonna make a city joke, but okay.
Oh. That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for, but when I got there I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in! Please open the door! Dots.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it.
Hina.
I'm a horrible girlfriend. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
And that's why you try to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I knew what she was thinking. Because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note.
What? But Hina already.
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then... You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it.
You filthy little...
Bear? I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
True.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey, hey!
But, you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know?
That's kind of the point, but
You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Let's talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know.
I just realized. Because, like, I was always thinking, like, the way that, like, the narration read was very much so how Monokuma spoke.
Mm-hmm.
The text is green, just like that narration. So that pretty much confirms that it's definitely him.
Yeah.
Silly.
This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
I was kind of trying to do Monokuma, but not as annoying. It was my version of his narrator voice.
Fair enough.
Bare enough. Saki looks like he wants to hurt me. Perfect. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
That would do it. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness.
Why is this only partially voiced?
I have no idea. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Oh. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
No.
Oh, Spooky said budget.
Yeah.
Regarding the voicing. I mean, that's how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I have decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Thoughts?
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end.
About that.
No wonder Monokuma took it. Oof. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly hit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Kina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Herm?
Weird bear noise.
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either.
What?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Okay, you can go die in a hole, sir.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of this game,
You and your games.
which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Oh? He gained a brain cell.
Ow. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear that others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I'll no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
And I have only one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear.
and that's to heap the harshest
The harshest possible punishment.
Listen. And that's to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Byakuya become based arc?
But Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand.
He's sweating.
I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Look, everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time.
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the Bear Times One rule.
Listen up.
I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
A special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Here we go.
Yeah. I think I know what this is gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Alter Ego did nothing wrong.
I don't know what was expected to be to happen to a laptop that was left in a secret room that the mastermind used. Like,
Yeah.
bye bye, alter ego. I'm at a good laptop.
Yeah. He's moving.
Yep.
Like, that is the fastest moving backhoe I've ever seen. It's just an orb now. He went on a quest to become an orb, and then he did. Now you can ponder him. Never. This part makes me sad, so I have to be funny.
You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken.
Alright.
After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Broiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over.
Punch the bear. I'm just kidding.
Bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth.
Oh, he's gonna yell at the bear. Okay.
How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him.
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift. From me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed.
Ooh, yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Gosh dang it, Spooky.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Who? Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing. Which is... The mastermind has done something to us.
Uh-huh.
I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Territory, if you will. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit.
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid! Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What? What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you.
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard.
Those were his parting words to us.
Bye, Nora!
Before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You... What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did?
Slapped all of you on the ass. I'm so sorry.
What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? No.
Oh, jeez.
And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? Spooky. Well, everyone is a 2D cutout, so that might be it.
Dear God. Well, okay, Makoto, if that were the case, it wouldn't be so hard for you to leave the school.
We've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. It's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. Can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there, other than to head back up? No, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
But...
Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. Uh-huh. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
You can't just tell people to shut up when you're wrong. Thoughts? Seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
He can and he will. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Jill, you need to calm down.
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why did I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
Sleazeball?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me.
I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now.
At least they're back to, like, I don't know, normal?
Ish.
Ish.
And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end. And we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy.
Kitty.
The story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
Snuck up? Yeah? Ding dong bang bong.
Here it is.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Cat.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet
It is actually
dreams,
midnight.
everyone.
Good job.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. A mirror.
Himimir.
I can't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me.
Hello?
A voice. I could hear a voice.
Makoto, you're gay.
Sorry. Wah. Oh. Wake up, not wah. You are welcome. All I provide is comedy. Yes, dots. Why did you? I really did just say wah, didn't I? Good job.
That should be so funny.
I'm doing my best, okay? Daijoubu?
No.
Okay. Pat. Wake up.
Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Oh, that's not good. Hello? It's your sleep paralysis demon, but it's Kyoko.
Kyoko?
She's in your room.
Actually, wait, how did she get in?
How'd she get in there? That's what I wanted to know.
Yes, it's me.
Huh?
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Voice gets higher.
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
No, I see.
Well, it worked.
Wait, but my door.
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked?
Oops, that's you. Sorry. Also kind of me reacting to his door just being unlocked. Not gonna lie.
Are you serious?
Hey,
No, I'm Kyoko. Always. And you don't have to overact like that every time you're surprised.
What time is it? Is it midnight?
correct.
3 o'clock. In the morning, of course.
I'm a little off. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour?
Wakey wakey, Makoto.
It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask.
Reaction. What's your favor?
So, remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered.
The data center on the 4th floor.
What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. And then they're gonna bang! I'm kidding.
Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Well. Yeah, do that now or save here and continue next time.
I have no idea how long that part's gonna take, so...
I have no idea either.
It is past midnight.
A little bit.
We're both a bit eepy.
A little yeepy.
I think a little eepy. Soon we
Yeah.
will need to go Mimir.
Yeah,
so I think
that's-
we can save it here.
Yeah.
And then
That's a later problem.
any thoughts about this diddly rumpus time?
No thoughts at empty.
No thoughts at empty. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time. I don't know. It's always because I can always remember like the outcomes of all the trials, but sometimes I'll forget like the journey to get there.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. Danganronpa. There's nothing like it really. Anywho, thank you for joining us for Danganronpa. Given the content of this week's episode, please remember to take care of yourself and don't mix poison with protein.
Okay.
Should be pretty easy for most of us to do, I think. Yeah.
Is that it for your parting words?
Ding dong bing bong,
Yeah,
as
of course.
always.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.